G'day guys and welcome back to the channel. There is just 5 days until the 2022 NRL season kicks off. We're starting to see advertisements on Fox League, on KO. We're getting really hyped up for the season and I'm hyped. So today's video is going to be about the players who are signing with different clubs or returning to their previous club for 2022. All the players who have come over from England or changed club in 2022. Let's get straight into it. So the first fresh faces, the first one for the West Tigers making the trip from the Gold Coast, a former Origin player for the New South Wales Blues, former Penrith Panther. It's Tyrone Peachy. He's been used in the lock position as well as a utility. A really good pickup for the West Tigers here. Tigers have Tyrone Peachy in 2022. Moving on to the middle, Chad Townsend makes the trip, the premiership winning halfback from the Cronulla Sharks, joining the North Queensland Cowboys as their new look captain for 2022. Looking forward to seeing Chad on the field in these new colours. And the third one, he's going to potentially be the buy of the year in a lot of people's opinion. I've mentioned again and again how many try assists this bloke did in his debut season at the Melbourne Storm. He did play in 2020, but more time in 2021. It was definitely his breakout season with Pappenhausen spending some time on the field. But Nicho Hynes, this Sharks team looks very stacked in 2022. One of my favourite NRL teams to look at. And Nicho Hynes is sure to cause some damage at his new club. Well, next up, you've got someone who try assist was his thing, as well as scoring try, playing in the number 6, playing fantastic at centre, almost getting an Origin jersey. Matt Burton, coming from the Penrith Panthers, the premiership winning team, in the centres, over to play in the 6 at the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs. The Bulldogs, again, like the Sharks, a very stacked team. I don't know how they'll go, though, compared to what I think of the Sharks this year, but I'm really excited to seeing Matt Burton in these new colours. And then in old colours, Nick Cotric makes his Raiders return from the Canterbury Bulldogs in 2022. Here are some fantastic and very crucial signings to sides. The first one, the Brisbane Broncos get premiership winning back rower Kurt Capewell, who was fantastic in a Queensland jersey. We've seen just how good he can play. And again, if injury strikes, probably can jump into that centre role. Dale Finucane from the Sharks, he's going to be absolutely huge for them. I think he's in for a huge season and a big return to form. And Jackson Hastings, we saw him previously at Manly. We've seen him in the NRL before, but he's back, this time in West Tigers colours. Moving on to another homecoming. It's been a long time coming, this one, but Dane Gagai will return to the Newcastle Knights in 2022. Obviously playing in the grand final for the Rabbitohs, plenty of seasons under the belt with the Rabbitohs. He will add some firepower to the Knights with Anare Tuala probably on the wing and Dane Gagai in the centres. Josh Adokar, the try-scoring machine, the Fox, heads to the Bulldogs. I really wait to see. I think he will digress, but I still think he'll be an absolutely fantastic player. And Jamal Fogarty makes the trip down to Canberra. Unfortunately, he will miss the first, I believe, 6 rounds of NRL at his new club. But looking forward to seeing Jamal under a new club with his playing ability. Next up, you've got Adam Reynolds making the trip from the South Sydney Rabbitohs to the Brisbane Broncos again. He's going to miss out on round 1 due to isolation. He is the captain for the Broncos this year. Really looking forward to this Broncos side in 2022. For the Roosters, too, you've got Paul Momorowski, who loves scoring a try and very good defensive player. And then you've got Connor Watson making his Roosters return. Huge signing for them. Just impacts their premiership chances if he's in form. Speaking of in form, we're going to see a return to form, I think, for Shaun Johnson, who's been a little bit hot and cold at the Sharks. I think he's going to be a fantastic return for his club of the Warriors. I really look forward to the Warriors and the side that they've got on paper in 2022. Underneath Shaun Johnson here, you can see Tavita Pangai Jr., whose short stint with the Penrith Panthers, he was part of the premiership side, didn't get to play in the grand final though, and he now heads to the Bulldogs, a very stacked team. Behind Shaun Johnson, you've got Aaron Woods. Woodsy comes from the Cronulla Sharks to the new look St George Illawarra Dragons, a few recruits for their side in 2022, and you've got Bailey Simonson making the trip from the Raiders, while Sevo spends some time on the sidelines, as well as Hayes Dunster out for the season. So really looking forward to Bailey in these colours. I think he's a fantastic player. Go Para. And then you've got Xavier Coates, who I'm predicting to be the top try scorer of the year at the Melbourne Storm. He's going to be on Josh Addo-Carr's wing. We've seen just how good he is, and under a coach like Craig Bellamy and that type of system, they really are going to get the best out of him, as well as Nick Meaney, who isn't on this photo, but he's a huge signing in my opinion for the Melbourne Storm. So guys, that is going to do it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. As for upcoming videos, I am doing a jersey ranking video with Mr. Luke Sports next week. That video will probably be Tuesday or Wednesday. I'd love to get another collaboration with Nick from Australia, as well as Clarkie's Rugby League column. And my NRL Supercoach team will be coming out on Monday, so really looking forward to that as we get into the NRL season. And on Tuesday, obviously, my NRL Round 1 tips. Let me know who you think of these signings will be the biggest impact for the club, and I'll see you guys later.